reporting for Katie Chats at Smithy TV in downtown Toronto. I'm here with Rob and Paul from the sketch group Alley of Nightmares. How does it feel to be here in Toronto for the comedy festival?
It feels pretty great. We kind of looked down the list of groups that were accepted into the festival, and the majority of them are from Toronto. And the ones that are from the U.S., there's probably just a handful. So we're excited to have been selected, and you know, it's an honor.
Yeah, there seems to be there are a lot of Toronto groups. There's a lot of interest in comedy in general and sketch comedy here, and so people seem to be really into it. So we're excited to play to an audience that an audience of comedy fans, legitimate comedy fans. It's going to be fun. So.
And you combine your love for horror and comedy. Can you tell me if you were always a fan of horror films and how this whole combination of genres came to be?
Yeah, growing up, Tales from the Crypt and Twilight Zone were huge influences on my life. Those kind of anthology shows. And, you know, the Sci-Fi Channel in the United States, they do this one day where it's basically 24 hours Twilight Zone. And we were watching that, and also from the Tales from the Crypt that I collect the comic books, we've taken the stories from them that are kind of tropes, and we've turned them on their side and made them a little crazy.
Yeah, with both horror and horror anthologies, specifically Tales from the Crypt or Twilight Zone or Outer Limits, and with sketch comedy, there's a similar thing that happens. You start in the real world, in a standard our baseline universe, and then one bizarre thing sends it into the storyline that you're gonna be with for 5 minutes to a half hour, depending on what the media is. So we just decided to use those same to just change one other thing in that universe, and then it turns from horror to a comedy sketch, if that makes sense. That was a little bit of rambling.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. And
do you use any special effects on stage? Are you big fans of gore at all?
You definitely will see a lot of production value. We kind of bring we're prop heavy and just to sort of set the mood for a lot of things. But we're not gonna make a mess. That's what I'll say.
It is certainly there are a lot of special effects, if you want to call them that, but it's not gore heavy. There's almost no gore.
I don't think there is, because the shows, I mean, Tales from the Crypt, and when that came out, was very much like they made it more scary. They made both Twilight Zone and that scarier more than what you didn't see than what you saw. So we're kind of doing the same thing. So you'll hear screaming off stage and stuff like that, but you won't actually see what happens.
Yeah, there's no severed heads or limbs or anything.
So sort of the idea of imagining it being scarier than seeing it.
Well, that's always true. I mean, it's always imagining something is always more frightening than actually seeing it take place. So the more cerebral horror tends to be the more frightening.
You're inserting your own fears,
right?
Like your own imagination, the worst thing you can come up with. So that'll beat anything that we can do.
Absolutely. And can you guys both give me your most genuine horror scream scare? Like when you get really scared, what noise do you make?
Oh, that's a hard one because I'm a silent. I just hold all of it inside.
Well, you can show me that.
You're actually seeing it during the entire interview.
Yeah, right now I'm at my most terrified because I'm thinking about death right now. Oh, no. So this is me horrified right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where's the best place for us to find out more information on you guys and your troupe online?
Well, I mean, the alleyofnightmares.com is a website that we have. There's information about all the performers and the folks that wrote it. So alleyofnightmares.com is good, but we use Facebook like everybody else. So just look us up there. And then if you want to know more about us and the other folks in the troupe, come to Philadelphia. Come see us do the other stuff that we do. Come to the Philly Improv Theater where we do most of the stuff.
Yeah, we mostly work out of the Philly Improv Theater, which is phillyimprovtheater.com. Shameless plug, but yeah, all the performers and we both came out of there.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, and have a great time here in Toronto.
Thank you. We're very excited to do this.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I'm Katie Ullman reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.